See you later, boss. What a good guy.
Let us accept his offer.
He is one of the best fathers I've ever known. Just got to know they all care for me. But that's true friendship. Who eat it, man?
That sounds familiar.
He started to piece together what happened that night. The moment I ended up in Japan. Which, for record, is actually a nice place. I recommend going there.
It's me, Akashi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
Yeah?
No, nothing in particular.
It's me.
More importantly, you've done well.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
Not really, it's more like, now if he would have suffered a stroke, his eyes would have been, But his eyes are like, I have blank eyes.
I had him work quite substantially on his loss, to be warned.
It was thanks to his efforts that he could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
Now your efforts were forever in vain, Keshi. Shido.
The SIU is in disarray.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
Sorry, but I owe you no gratitude.
All possible hindrances are...
Just from his laugh, it makes me look like he is a main villain.
And on to our next story. The snap election discussion is swirling around. Candidates will announce on the 23rd.
23rd.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us.
Okay, we're busy for
Why don't
now.
we resume our conversation?
Yeah? Or what's on TV? Okay, never mind.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the best can back him.
Let's show him how. Let's troll him next.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Yeah, Shido.
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
You mean the guy who sued me?
Shido. Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah. Remember back from May?
He is unmistakably a man of power.
Shido.
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji?
Yeah, I just remember.
For real?
You mean loud? Let's be so loud we can barely focus on what we're talking about. It's like, hey, be quiet! We're trying to talk.
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Yes, he deceived us, and ruined my life too.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
No.
Nothing material. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration. He's maintained a negative stance. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next prime minister if he wins this upcoming election.
When's the election?
No.
Did
Yes.
he set us up with that election in mind?
I'll admit, he is really smart.
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to it.
So his current position in popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
That guy does not deserve to be leader. My suspicion is still true.
We'll make him have a change of heart.
Yeah, so make sure he pays for his crimes permanently. And it'll avenge my probation.
Shido.
And it'll avenge me. And anybody else who was a victim.
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
Wait, he knew too?
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido.
Even my caretaker was a victim.
From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch that there wasn't anything I could do.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
We would have reacted.
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
You're right, we're so under power too.
He would have just killed all of you.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding. So I tracked down the whereabout boss was one of those parties.
So you were actually trying to work with your boss, but he was confused?
I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
That explains how they're really successful in framing me.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be prime minister one day.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes prime minister? What about the world?
Because Eduardo will end up dead.
The issue is simpler. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard.
You're right. Luckily we got enough time.
Yeah. Then let's check the nav.
Yeah, how much time do we have left anyway?
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for prime minister. Got a hit.
Oh, that's convenient.
Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Well, considering how evil he is, that is, like, very true.
Where would the location be?
Somewhere far out.
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
Like, do they, like, own somewhere they can be touched?
I always think of dirty money.
Like a yacht.
And where?
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent.
Election headquarters.
Talk about small scale.
Yeah, large scale
Perhaps
too.
it's the Diet Building?
That's likely too.
We got a hit.
Oh, that's convenient.
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
We have to. I don't care if Ikechi's his underling. We're still taking him. We're still avenging everybody, even me.
Nobody against it?
Of course.
We're all in this together.
A worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
The last sin, pride. Finish up the last boss.
Then it's unanimous.
All we
Anonymous.
gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
Yep.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
Don't worry, we all else confused too at this point.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
Alright, we still got enough time.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body.
Should we start tomorrow then?
Yes.
It reminds me, what are you gonna do about school?
Fair point.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
Yep.
That's what I told the school.
Great, then I can head back to school then.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright?
What do you mean?
So that means I had to stay behind?
This operation had another purpose. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public. He has ruined countless lives. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement.
Yes, it'll surprise them really hard.
He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
That makes more sense, Haru. Great idea!
Everyone's gonna flip.
Everyone's gonna be so shocked that I'm actually alive.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Yeah, of course we did. We had all the time in the world.
We're intellectuals.
That's why you needed such a daring trick. What frightening teenagers.
I know, see, we're just so smart.
But the true battle has only just begun.
You're right. The trial has begun. If we finish this off, then the war ends.
We won the first round.
Yeah.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature.
I know, these running adults are so harsh.
We will need to be prepared.
Good idea. Time to finish this once and for all.
I finally made it this far.
2.5 years?
You earned the media's attention because of that. Those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up.
To think I would fall for the ruse. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself as if it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in. I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart would trigger a psychotic lapse? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior.
It's because I sympathize. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug. I only need you.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snuffed
So
out.
they're behind all this.
Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side. Until
Astounding, isn't it? He was quite surprised. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
That perfectly sums up what's happening right now.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined. Those who get in the way.
But unfortunately, he's too corrupt to realize it. Oh yeah, she is roughly.
Still, which is why I made them suspects, prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
So that's why I became famous.
Thanks to your efforts, the police were no exception.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectation. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters. The current administration is dead. Even the government parties have begun splitting up.
That monster.
The time has finally come. However, inauguration isn't my goal. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
So he surely is corruptible. He's been like he's a nice guy, but in actuality, he's just plain old cold-hearted.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
He's going to unify Japan, but in reality, using it to compete with everybody else.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me.
If he wins, then the world will end.
And for that, some sacrifices. That is my duty.
You're not for one.
Insistence
I am
has
for
been
one.
very influential. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Surely my story will be passed down. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future.
I still can't believe this.
Guess he won't be going to school for a while.
Yeah, shame, but Kawakami is actually a nice person.
Don't worry about it. And we'll have all the time. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, but when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
Yes, I will just show him who's
I'm going
boss.
to stay with you until the very end.
Thank you, Morgana. You truly are one cool cat.
Well,
Looks like things finally settled down. Let's get really busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest. Yeah.
Well then.
I should write something.
No, I think I'll save here. And I'll just... Can't believe we got really far.